Happy New Day, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I've been sitting in front of this camera stuck because it's so much that has been building up. It's so much that I want to express. It's so much going on. And everything is happening really, really fast. And you just have to catch the moment, I guess. I don't know. We're only a few days in to 2022. And I will say that since I have learned about the energies, the governing energies of this time of the year, I have paid very close attention to what happens and how things unfold, and it's consistent. The themes of the governing energies for this time of the year are very consistent. But this year, for us to only be a few days in, this has been like the next level of what the themes of this time of the year are. And it's so heavy. It's so heavy, and things are happening so quickly that aren't comfortable at all. It's been difficult for a lot of people to find comfort since the year has started, and to find themselves in a place of feeling good consistently. And of course, throughout the year, we have our ups and our downs, and a lot of shifts in energies all the time. But there's just something different. Different in a sense of, it feels like the energy is a sample of way more to come. And it makes sense. It makes sense when you are aware of the times that we're in, and the era that we're in, and what's coming as far as the the themes of the new era that we're moving into that is already pouring in now. What I like to call the flushing of the toilet, the ending, being alive and experiencing the ending of one era and the beginning of another, and feeling the constant clashes and seeing how people are being affected by just this shift in where we are at in our evolutionary process. And of course, the majority of people don't know why these eruptions of all of these negative, heavy things are happening, but to be aware of it and to be a witness and a participant of it, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not a nap person. I don't take naps for real. Like, I can count on one hand how many naps I take a year. But I have been sleeping a lot more lately. I haven't been outside much. I've really been in a place of stillness and reflection, and just I'm waiting. That's what it feels like. I'm waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I know that whatever it is I'm waiting for, my body will know when to move, my energy will know when to move, and then my mind will come into eventual clarity as to what I'm doing. But I do feel a sense of peace with not doing anything and being still during these times, because I know that this is a time of endings. This is a time of conclusions. This is a time of death, a time of transition. And it's a lot of people that are experiencing that in many different ways. And the world, like the things that are just happening in the world, it's like the level of destruction and loads of people in such a short period of time making their exits from this life. It's a lot. And last year I had a lot of visions about this year. A lot of visions that I felt very strongly about. I just didn't expect the explosion of it, like the explosion of these visions. Like it's like it was instant, as soon as 2022 came, I mean, it was like, go. Boom, 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 boom. Like, and it just, it's like stunning, you know, it's paralyzing almost. It's jolting and just, oh my God. It's like you don't have the opportunity to breathe and process what just happened before the next thing is coming in with a harder hit. And I truly do understand why it seems, I truly understand why there are so many people that are losing their minds, just completely disconnecting from anything rational. It just, it's destruction happening internally with people, happening externally. Is just these explosions of energy that can't keep up or connect or calibrate with these changes, these very fast-paced changes that are happening. And when I think about how so many people don't get a break, they don't get time to themselves, they have to absorb external energies and forces all the time against what they truly want to do, which is a lot of times just have some space, be by themselves, not have any responsibilities for a day or a week or more. So many people are just stacking the absorption of energies. They're just absorbing and piling up, just piling up experiences, piling up just all of this stuff, and never having any time to just sort it out, process it, you know, like be able to recognize what they may have just went through. You know, they might have went through something that was very heavy or traumatic and don't even have the time or the opportunity to deal with that. So it happens, it imprints, and then they have to keep going and just keep adding to it. And then one day when they can no longer house all of these accumulated energies that weren't put in their rightful place and weren't released and weren't people lose it. People explode. People just, there is an outburst of some sort. And for the people out there who are overwhelmed and you're burdened with work, family, relationships, school. It's so many things in this world. But if you're burdened, you're overwhelmed, you feel heavy, you feel confused, you feel like you can't think straight, you feel like your emotions are all over the place, I get it. I get it. And even though it's a very lonely feeling, it's so many people that are feeling that as well. It's so many people that are going through their own versions of feeling the same themes of energies in their own ways based on whatever their reality is. And it's very hard to find encouragement and motivation and enthusiasm, excitement. It's difficult to find that right now. And in life, period, it can be difficult to tap into those uplifting frequencies. But just do your best to just hold on. Hold on and just try to see these turbulent times through. I've been doing more writing than usual, and just taking moments to write down how I feel, whether it feels good or whether it doesn't. Just acknowledging where I'm at, acknowledging what is current in that moment. And yeah, I've acknowledged recently that I don't feel motivated to do anything. I have no excitement about anything. And I've been in that space before, but of course, each time you find yourself in a space that you've experienced before, there are slight differences that are a part of that experience. And what I can say is that I'm not sad or disappointed or upset that I've been in that space of not being motivated or excited about anything. Like, I accept it. It is what it is, and I know that it's something that it will pass. And I feel good about the fact that if I did have to be in this space, if it was something that was inevitable, I'm glad to be able to deal with a non-motivated time in the environment that I'm in. Because when I think about if I was in that space in Chicago right now, yeah. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm non-motivated, not excited about anything where I'm at. Because it definitely helps with the experience itself and just getting past the discomfort of what comes with these particular energies. Yeah. This reality, this matrix, this closed system that's governed by the same energies over and over and over again. It it's something. It is something. And it does how should I say? Sometimes it's hard to find excitement in something that is reoccurring. Something that is just okay over and over and over again. Um like when you come to terms with the reality that you're living in as a human, at least, you know, there it's like you have to accept that there is a cap, there's a limit to this human physical experience. And accepting that in this experience I'll never experience more than 4 seasons. I'll never experience more than the sun rising and setting, the moon rising and setting, seeing the same star constellations in the sky, seeing the other planets, you know, far, far away through a telescope. Once every number of years, maybe seeing one of the big planets closer to Earth. But just, you know, the same 12 months, the same 365 days, the same 24 hours in a day, the same holidays, the same, you know, it's just like, yeah, that's what this is. It's like you come in, you have your experience, and then you're out. And sometimes that awareness can take away your excitement to achieve things and to have goals and dreams and ambitions. And because you know, it's like, okay, it'll feel good if I accomplish a certain goal. But when you've gained your awareness about the totality of just this human physical world experience, depending on who you are, of course, you know, you will come to a place of peace, or you may rebel, try to rebel against that knowing, and just say no, like, I can't accept that this is all there is, there has to be more. You know, but either way, it still is what it is. And nothing that you work for, nothing that you accomplish, it stays here. It stays here. All of your material gains and the money you make and your fans or subscribers or followers, it all stays here. And you know, I definitely don't want to sound depressing, even though I probably do for some of you all. You know, it's just peacefully facing reality and acknowledging, at least for me, just acknowledging where my awareness puts me at times, and just being straightforward about what is existing in the forefront of my thoughts and awareness. And at the same time, I can feel that even what I'm expressing, like whatever energies compelled me to even express this right now, I know that it's tied to this program. Like, no matter what your awareness is, whether it's a high level of awareness or a low level of awareness, it doesn't matter. It's still tied to the program. It's still tied to this matrix and this this structure, because nothing of I know that I can't exist in this reality as a human being without operating through some level of programming that is based on this reality, because everything here in this reality was made for this reality. I know I have to think through my human awareness, feel through my human body. Even when you can tap into energies and frequencies and dimensions far beyond this, it still has to come through this vessel of limitation. And it still operates through some set of rules that are part of this construct. feel like I'm about to cry. And this is where this is where the surrender comes in. Just surrendering to what you're in. But being able I don't think I've ever cried on YouTube, but it's cool. It's okay. It's okay. The surrender. Surrendering to limitations and the rules and the structure, and finding as much peace as you can while you watch so much destruction. And it's like, even though I know that there are people, there are places, there are areas in this world where it's peace, where it's beauty, where it's where it's like little heavens on earth. It's when you're so sensitive and tuned and tapped in to this whole reality, is it just feels like majority of the world is on fire right now, like just up in flames. And as a human, just having the human experience, like, you can't help but to feel disturbed at times. And when you get into those low moments, and not feeling enthused, whether you're just feeling very melancholy or you are in full-blown depression, which for me, I can say I'm glad I've never been in a full-blown depression before, because I always was able to keep my awareness at the forefront that this is a moment, it's going to pass. And even when it passes and you feel more uplifted and excited or motivated, it's going to come again. And just accepting that has allowed me to, so far, not go into a full-blown depression, but just acknowledging how you feel in this human form with these human emotions and feelings, and being sensitive to energies and people and auras, and it can be a lot. It can be a lot. And not everyone is strong. Not everyone can handle. Not everyone even knows like what they're experiencing when they feel the weight, or when they find themselves disturbed and they can't understand like why it is, or they think that it's coming from one area and it's really coming from some, it's a lot. But even with awareness, which I'm very grateful for, it doesn't just take away you still having the experience of what this reality is constructed of, and the different frequencies and emotions and all of that. You still have to take them in, and based on your level of awareness, that can determine how you deal with them, how you process them, how you allow them to affect you. But you're still going to get them. And this is, I felt this coming. I just didn't I don't think I was ready. I wasn't ready for the way that things were going to blast off. But overall, I can say that I'm overall in a good space. It's just not a creative space. It's not a space of, well, maybe it is. Maybe this, I can look at this as being some type of creative energy, but it's not my norm. It, I mean, it is, but it isn't. But I'm not feeling like, oh, okay, my creative energy is here and I'm ready to pump out content and, start doing this for my website and no, that's no. So I'm still just like, okay, I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm resting. I'm sitting still. And I'm waiting for an indication from a higher source. And I'm waiting for my energy to unlock, because I am definitely in a gestation period. I can feel my energy building up to be released at some point in the future. When that is, I don't know, but I'm not in a rush at all. Yeah. I'm glad I was able to share some of my thoughts and my feelings with you all in this video. I hope that this helps somebody out there. I know that it's going to be at least a few of you all that feel what I'm feeling. And even though I just said that I don't feel encouraged about anything or motivated, I do want to express some encouraging words, because I know how helpful people expressing their feelings and their thoughts and their experiences can be for others. And I know that it's people out there that they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's a lot of people out there that they feel like there's nowhere left to go but out. And just do your best to see it through. Just do your best. Everybody's path and journey is different, but like we really are all in this together. We really are. Like, no one is making it out this reality unscathed. It's not happening. You know, it's not. So no matter how bad you may feel or think that your situation is, like, not to disregard other people's situations, but just know that there's always someone going through something worse than you. And there are many people that are going through the same things that you're going through in their own realities, of course. And it's just a lot of loneliness that people are experiencing, even when they have people around them. Like, it's so many lonely people that are surrounded by others all the time. And that can be just as tough as someone who is alone by themselves and lonely. And yeah, I mean, I don't have any specific advice for everyone. But just in general, just, if you want to be here, If there's anything in you that wants to continue to have this experience, and even that statement, I know it's a lot of people that just, they don't see the purpose of being here anymore. And you can't make a person change how they feel or take away whatever experiences they had to get them to that place. But if you are someone that has something in you that wants to continue having this experience, but you feel like you can't find the energy or find the light at the end of that tunnel, just do your best. Do your best. Like, it's like I want to say certain things, but I'm realistic, and I know that not everything is for everyone, of course, but you know, I really do understand where people are at when they just, it's nothing you can tell them. They just really don't have any motivation to do anything to change how they're feeling or to help them see the light. But again, if you know that you still want to be here, even with knowing that this quickening of these uncomfortable energies, things aren't gonna die down. Like, they're not going to, like, we're not going to get a break. We're not. Like, things are going to keep coming. And it's like, if you haven't been like directly affected, like something hasn't happened like directly in your life, but you're watching like all of these things happen with people around you and people in the world, it's like it's hard not to think about like, oh man, like when is something gonna, like, the way things are just happening to everyone around me, and it's like it's only a matter of time before something happens directly in my life. And just feeling the momentum and feeling the build up, like it's not easy. It's not easy trying to prepare for that, because it's like, can you really? And it's, we're all of us are experiencing we're all experiencing something new. We don't have like a blueprint for what is happening. It's like we have blueprints on a general sense, human design and, you know, astrology and, you know, all of these maps that just show like basic information. But as far as like what's happening and how you will have to deal with experiences that catch you off guard, that you may have had no preparation for, no awareness about prior, This is different. These times are different. And we are not going back to what's familiar. We're not. We're not. So you really have to learn as you go. You have to learn as you go. You have to learn as things come up, as things hit you, blindside you, gut punch you. And you have to, it's like you have to take those experiences, integrate them, and push out. Like, let those experiences push out whatever you've accumulated in your lifetime that can't serve you moving forward. Because we house a lot of energies, a lot of memories, a lot of stuff that is there, and it's affecting our thought processes. It's affecting how we feel. It's affecting how we move, how we make decisions. And it doesn't belong in us anymore. It's taking up space for new information, new experiences, new energy that we need to take in from the current reality and start integrating that and processing that so we can navigate through these energies that are only getting more and more difficult. They're only getting heavier and heavier. If you're hung up on belief systems and values and morals that are not in operation, you're not putting them to use in these current settings, they're in the way. They're in the way. If you want to continue to participate in this, you have to clear things out. You have to. Like, it's no room for old stuff. Now, if it's certain things that you learned when you were a child or months or years ago, and it's something that you gathered to where you can practically apply it moving forward, and it's helping you to navigate, it's helping you to get through difficult times, helping you to grow, helping you to expand, then you'll know to keep that. But if you're just stuck in stuff that it's like, what does this have to do with anything that you're experiencing right now? How is this helping you? What can this fuel for you moving forward that is going to be for your best and highest good? If you're stuck, if you're stuck in something and you've been stuck in it, and it's something that was created obviously from your past, because when people get stuck in stuff, it's based on whatever foundational thinking they accumulated from the past. And when you're stuck, what's happening is there's no growth, there's no expansion. And it's a lot of people that are stuck in something, and they may not even realize that they're stuck. They may not realize that their situation is is a target. It's a target for the destructive energies that are coming in, because it's like, if there are energies all around that are looking for situations, things, people to remove because they're not contributing, because they're just sitting, taking up space, those stuck situations that are just sitting there and not growing, not expanding, not promoting the evolutionary process, these destructive energies are here to clear things out. Even though as these destructive energies come in, they're wreaking havoc. They're causing people to go crazy. They're causing all of these things to happen that are uncomfortable, that are violent, that are hurtful, that are shocking to our systems. It's still necessary. It's all necessary. It's all a part of what has to happen to create room and clear space for a whole new era, and the energies that the new era arc is constructed of, that there a lot of space has to be made. And for the people that are moving around or just sitting, and they're housing these energies and these frequencies that don't align with what's coming in and can't add momentum to the growth, then it's like, you gotta go. You gotta get up out of here. Okay, so what y'all doing over here? Oh, okay, you stuck? All right, get up out of here. What are you doing? Oh, you don't want, okay, you're out of here. It's like no one's getting spared. These energies don't have emotions. They don't care about who you are, what you've done, your family. They don't care about any of that. This is a process. We're in a process of cleansing, clearing. And it's so much that even the so-called innocent are getting snatched up too. I have never, like, I really sat and thought about this. In 2021 and just the beginning of this year, 2022, I have never heard of so many children in such a short time span dying. I have just seen so many situations and shed tears for so many children that I don't even know, because it's just like, oh my God, like, even though I knew that was a part, I knew that was coming. I've talked to groups of people, I've talked to individuals about what we're going to see with children being removed. So to see that playing out in such a short time span so far, and to know that there's more to come, yeah, no one's getting spared. No one's getting spared. If you're not if you as an energy body, you as a physical vessel that houses energy, if it's not lining up, if it's not resonating on the frequencies of how this evolutionary energy is moving to get to that point to where it's like, okay, we're calibrating, we are officially like locked in to the new era and calibrating for the future. Like, that's happening now, but this process of ending and this the remainder of this old era energy getting wiped out, that's all we're gonna see. Like, that is the, like, whoever's alive right now, like, the rest of your life, is going to be more about destruction. And that's not to sound just so, dreadful, but it's just, that's just where we're at. That's just where we're at. And if, again, if because not everybody is going to feel like this. Not everyone is going to want to say or want to participate in these type of energies to where it's only going to continue. There's not going to be any letting up of it. But for those that want to see it through, you're going to have to get right. You're going to have to prepare yourself for things that you may have been locked into for years to get uprooted and shattered. Because if it's not in alignment with the energies needed to continue moving forward, because these destruction energies are also creation energies. So as these energies are coming through destroying, they're destroying while creating. So it's almost like you're going to have to be in alignment with the destruction energies. You will have to be willing to, it's almost like getting ahead of the destruction energy that will come for you. If you know that you're operating in a frequency that does not promote the creation energies that the destruction energy is destroying for. It's like the energy is saying, okay, I have to destroy this so that I can create. So if you know that you have something going on that cannot be a part of the creation, you might want to get in front of it. Get in front of that energy and say, okay, let me, before it comes and forces me out of this situation that I know that I need to get out of, let me be diligent, let me be intentional about at least starting the process. At least if I get myself in a place to where, okay, like I want to, like, I know what I need to do. I may not have all of the tools, I may not have all of the answers, but I know what I need to do. So let me at least like get started and get myself prepared so that I can at least like start pushing it along, and then the destruction energy will come and assist you. It'll say, okay, you kicked it off a little bit, but I'm going to come in here and finish it off for you. So at least it won't be such a blow to you. But if you're just sitting in something and you're stuck and you know that you need to get out of it, but you're not making any moves to do it, oh yeah, you're a target. You're a target for those energies. And the mind can be a beautiful thing, but it will really get you hemmed up, because the mind will have you thinking that you can control stuff. It'll have you thinking that you can like set the time for when you're going to do this and when you're going to do that, and it'll really have you thinking that you have more power than what you do. We all have some type of power, but at the end of the day, we are being governed. We are being governed by a whole program. And if you don't respect that, if you don't at least take it into consideration as you're moving about, and you just think that you can think your way through things and just be strategic, and all right, okay, let me know how that works out for you. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. I think I'm done. That was an interesting little roller coaster I took y'all on, right? That was an interesting little roller coaster. Wow. And that's, I guess I can say that that's a reflection of what we're dealing with. It's like, you just don't know what to expect. I feel like I just did 3 different videos in one video. Like the way that my energy felt like recording this, I feel like it was 3 separate times, but it all ran together just like that. No editing. Wow. That was a really good example of what I talked about played out in real time. Ooh. So yeah, I had already ended this video like a long time ago, and I'm done for real, because oh yeah, I've been talking. I've been talking. Okay. So again, thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope that oh man, I hope that some of you all gain something from this video, from this message. And I just hope that it's helpful in some type of way. And if you're feeling troubled, feeling uncomfortable, feeling confused, I hope that this brings like some clarity of some sort, maybe puts you at ease a little bit, and makes you feel like you're not alone if you're feeling like that, because you're not. So with that said, you all, please take care of yourselves as much as you can. Stay alert as much as you can. Pay attention. Tap in. Don't be afraid to face your fears or anything uncomfortable. Don't be afraid to clear out things that are no longer serving you. Clear out people. Like whatever you have the capacity to do to make room for new creation energies to come in, please do your best to make that happen. Yeah. And be safe, because man, oof, be safe. And reach out to people that you know, if you just need to express yourself, talk to someone. I know not everyone has someone to talk to, but you know, even if you want to leave a comment like under this video, you know what, with me saying that, I have to take responsibility and actually start looking at comments. But for real, like, you can leave a comment under the video. I'm gonna be mindful of what I just said and like start checking comments, because you know, I know that even something as simple as that can be helpful, you know. So yeah, that's it. So I guess I will at some point do another video and check in with you guys. And thank you again. Free your mind to shine. Until next time.